to another episode of Watch Talk with the Punters. My name's Blueshirt. Welcome back, everybody. It's been a while, but we're back. For those of you who are new, this is the Sunday with the Punters, and you'll find no experts or gurus here. This is just six friends talking about watches, and you've got the handsome devil behind the controls, flipping Zippo. Yeah, Thomas Burnett over in England, and has something up in Canada, and Neo, and then the sixth friend is you guys. You guys are an integral part of the show, so just sit back and relax, and we'll talk some watches. Everybody's more than welcome. So please, every so often, please flip and post a link in the chat for anybody to come on. All right. Just want to say hello to some people, all of our friends in the chat.
Yeah, what a wonderful guy. Just a little snippet there I had to play of our wonderful friend Blueshirt Buddha, who you see in the picture. And I'll say hello to a few people in the chat. We've got one you see, Blueshirt Buddha. Yeah, it is. It's late for me, Thomas. Yes, it is the Watch Apprentice. Blue Shirt, Never Forgotten, Junie Johnson, Dodger, Watch Talk of the Punters, Fond Memories. Yeah, absolutely. Abdul R Watches, rest in peace, Blue Shirt Buddha. Absolutely, my friend. The Escapement Show. Welcome, everyone. Yeah, welcome all. A shot in the dark. Good to see my friend. Blueshirt is definitely missed. Yeah. Jim Miller. Good to see my friend. Evening. Mark P. Good to see my friend. Wonderful man, Blueshirt. He certainly was. Yes. Kevin Hawthorne. Good to see you. And Mr. Turkey. Hey, how you doing? So yeah, I mean, it's Orange Hand. How are you, my friend? Afternoon, everybody. Saturday Night Live in honor of Blueshirt. It certainly is. And underachieving watch collector, Blueshirt, but as a total class act, absolutely underachieving. Yeah, I mean, what a wonderful guy. Look at him there with his lovely wife. Just a beautiful picture that. Just a great way to start. We are actually, this is the third anniversary of the passing of our good friend Blueshirt Buddha. And it's a sad day. It's a very sad day. I mean, I've been in contact with his wife, and she's just reflecting and having a quiet day. And Smokey, to my friend, good to see you, Blueshirt Buddha. Yeah, good to see Smokey to. And yeah, it's been a very sad and reflective day. And I've been wearing the watch that I bought when he passed, which is my Tudor P01 that I bought when he passed.
Nice.
It's the
nice.
Yeah, it's a great watch. Every time I look at it, I think of Blueshirt, and I think of this man here and the great times we had with him. And yeah, what a wonderful man he was. So I'd just like to introduce our panel that we've got so far. I'm going to be dropping the link and to people who want to join us. But we've got Mr. Turkey. who was Turkey Vulture,
Hey.
but now you changed your name because Saad.
Yes. Sad.
Saad changed it for you. What
I
are you
got the
wearing
Blueshirt
today?
watch.
What are you wearing today then? You got the Blueshirt watch. Let's check that out. Oh, yeah.
Very nice.
The Explorer.
That was his favorite. Until he got the bluesy.
Until he got a bluesy. Yeah, he had one of those in Explorer too. Yeah. Absolutely. Beautiful. Oh. We've got Abdul R Watches, is our usual co-host. How are you doing, Abdul?
All fine, all good, Tom. How are you guys doing? Hope everyone in the chat also is doing well.
Yeah, I hope you're doing well, everyone. Hope you're having a good time. Good to see you, Luke Mark. Yeah, Carlos from Panama. How are you doing?
Very good, very good. Currently, I am in Texas, in Austin. I am visiting my son that currently is working here. I have been here for a week, and I will be going back to Panama soon. Very good. I am wearing the Doxa.
Nice.
Doxa Nation.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's the one that's literally say Doxa Nation because he had a Doxa.
Yeah.
And we'll go through some of his watches he had. And I mean,
yeah,
he got
the blue one.
He got the Blue Caribbean, and he loved it. And
it's a nice watch. It's a nice watch.
That's your tribute watch to Blueshirt, isn't it? You were Doxa Brothers, he used to always say.
I wear it quite a lot. That and the Tudor, but as I was planning for the trip, definitely thinking that this event was planned, I decided to get this watch. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, very Blueshirt was a gentleman. I remember that pretty much I knew Turkey, Thomas, and Blueshirt at the same time on the Craigship channel. We had great times there, and yeah, definitely.
Yep.
Yeah, so I mean, how did you all get to know Blueshirt? Turkey, tell us about you getting to know Blueshirt.
I met him in the chat, like pretty much everybody.
Back in the old Archie days, I think, wasn't it? I mean,
years ago.
I mean, I think they were the days when we sort of like knew Howdy from Texas, Smokey to Vegas Milgauss, Logan Hall, Captain Zed, Bud the Studs, Hisham Habib, WV David R, Fries with Mayo, all those old names. A lot of them don't frequent Archie's stream anymore, unfortunately. But they were the days, weren't they? I mean, I always remember Blueshirt. He used to welcome everybody in the chat. He used to say hello to everybody. He was everybody's friend. He used to say hello to everybody in the chat. He used to and his great welcoming line was, "Hey pal." He used to call everyone pal.
Yep.
And it was such a welcoming person, such a nice guy. And I couldn't think of a nicer person to share, to be in chats with. Hi, William Rizzo. Good to see you. Just welcome a couple of people in the chat. William Rizzo, Tennessee Mike.
Everybody.
Bruce was a positive force in the community, always leaving encouraging comments on my YouTube channel. Yeah, I mean, Tennessee Mike was one of the people who we did a review of his watches for. I was just listening to that stream today, Tennessee Mike, and yeah, I mean, it was brilliant. It was brilliant to see. Brilliant to see your collection, all the G-Shocks, the Seikos, and what you would like to buy. Your Grail was a gold G-Shock, and I'll definitely leave a link to the Watch Talk with the Punters channel for people to check out if they're not aware of that. Hi Mason, one, good to see you. Rest in peace, Blueshirt Buddha. He was awesome. The core of the community. Absolutely.
He was like the anti-troll. You know,
He
was
was
always
so
positive.
Yeah. Hi Brent. Yeah, he was, absolutely. Yeah, he was like the anti-troll, wasn't he? Mr. Nice Guy. Mr. Nice Guy, definitely.
Yeah,
Definitely.
Definitely.
Yeah. Definitely 100%, Tennessee Mike says. 100% the anti-troll. When you got all the trolls in the chat, you had the anti-troll. And I mean, he was.
Yeah.
I timed the stream. Rangers and Rolex. And Blueshirt was a moderator he was a panelist on loads of shows. Anzil got him into going on to Archie's stream. Who's a panelist on there. He was a panelist on one of Amin Review's streams, I think, or Bobby Leg's streams. The Watch Lounge, he was a panelist on. The Ranchers streams, he was a panelist on. Rich Buddy's streams, he was a panelist on. Mark Goldberg's streams, he was a panelist on. And then he went on to do streams with myself, Neo, and NS something, and Flippin' Zippo, who was all OGs we met on Archie's. He did the Flippin' Zippo show and then started his own channel, Watch Talk with the Punters, which was awesome. And he was also a moderator on practically every channel because he was so nice. He was a moderator on ID Guy's channel, on Archie's, the Watch Lounge, Rich Buddies, Random Robs, I think, Showcase Watches, the Ranchers channel, and yeah, he was just. I've got another guy here, Logan Hall, another one of the old guys from the past.
Hey guys, how you doing?
Hey.
Hey Logan.
Hey,
Hey.
hey guys. I can't stay too long, but I did just want to share a few words about Blueshirt and sort of my time with him when he was still with us. First, so can you hear me? Okay.
Yeah, we can be fine, sure.
Oh, okay, perfect. Yeah, I mean, Blueshirt. Like the first thing that I think of when I think of Blueshirt is just his kindness. He was around during a time where Archie was never sort of fully had like awesome days. Like there was always something going on in the background. Like Blueshirt was there to always sort of cheer him up and he would always make everything positive. There was no such thing as like a mad Blueshirt or anything. He would always come in and he would spread lots and lots of positivity and whatnot. Sort of prior to him passing, we would actually message. Sometimes like he would often ask me like about my collection and sort of what was coming next and whatnot. I mean, I asked him the same thing too, and of course, sort of as we all know, one of his final watches, one that he really, really wanted, was the Bluesy. And
Yeah.
I'm so glad that he got that before he passed, because again, sort of that's something that like he really, really wanted. Like he really cherished. And again, while he didn't get to wear it for long, sort of like this, just like the days and the months that like he did get to wear it, though. I do know that he enjoyed sort of every moment of it. So yeah, so that's just like a quick thing here. I'm actually driving right now, so I mean, I can't stay for too long. But again, Thomas, again, thank you so much for sort of setting this up. There's a lot of guys from like the old days that again, sort of can, can sort of cherish him. Like still think about it. Like the fact, sort of like the fact like we're still talking about him years later means that he really left a mark on us.
Absolutely, Logan.
Yeah.
Yeah, well said. Yeah.
So guys, sorry for the quick sort of in and out here, but again, Thomas, I'll try to I'll try to catch like the rest of the stream later on. So again, thank you so much for setting this up. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome, Logan. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining, saying those kind words. That's so
Thank you, guys.
true and resonates so much. So thank you, Logan. I mean, yeah, Logan, one of the OGs that we remember from the Archie days, and has now got his own channel, Logan Hall Grill Streams. He's doing his own thing, and he's cooking and showing us how to cook. And yeah, I mean, just such a really nice guy, and another anti-troll, like Turkey said. One of the nice guys, and just telling us how it was with Bruce. I like to call him. I grew more acquainted with him and friendly with him, so I called him Bruce rather than Blueshirt. Welcome, ABC. Good to see you. Good to see you.
Hi. It's of course a very sad occasion that we're uniting, but thanks for having me on.
Yeah, it's good to see you.
Likewise. I was just remembering, actually, I was going through my emails. So the first email exchange I had with him was in August 2020, and that was so Clyde told me to contact him to get the link to Archie's stream as a backdoor to get on, and that is how I first made it onto those streams. I was just thinking, I mean, 3 years ago, in many ways it feels like so much longer than 3 years ago, because of the void that he left behind. He was the all-round nice guy. No one had a bad word to say about him. He never had a bad word to say about anybody. And I remember first hearing about his terminal illness, and I just remember feeling so sad for his family. And I think Clyde once tried to call him and get him onto a stream, and you can get the feeling that he kind of understood what was going on, but obviously due to the nature of his illness, he couldn't speak. But yeah, I'll always remember him for his love of watches, his warm, friendly personality. I mean, Watch Talk with the Punters. Do you remember that? It was their Sunday.
I was part of it. Yeah, I ran it with him.
It was the best.
And yeah, there's a guy flipping Zippo. Is he still around?
Yeah, he's around still. Yeah, flipping Zippo. Yeah, I'm still in touch with him. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. And there was a guy with his with his son. They both used to come on, and I think
Oh
he got
yeah,
gifted a watch.
Clam Walker,
Lucian.
Lucian. Yeah,
Lucian.
Yeah,
Lucian.
that's
Yep.
it. Yeah.
Yeah,
That really was a real community,
it
and
was. Yeah.
Yeah.
good
Totally agree.
times, really good times.
So,
And Bruce was an integral part of that stream. He always had his
absolutely.
segment, remember?
Absolutely, yeah. Integral part of the community that we know today. He was
Yep.
an integral part of so many live streams, not just Archie's, so many. He jumped on every stream, he was in the chats of every stream, supporting, leaving positive comments on people's videos. You know, he was, like Mr. Turkey said, he was the anti-troll. He was the Mr. Nice Guy, the positive energy that said hello to everyone, that said hi, hey pal, you know, and was just such a nice guy. I've just been sent a message from Mark P. He wanted me to read this out, and said, "What a great tribute to a wonderful man. Bruce was the very best of us. Huge smile, fun-loving, a cheeky sense of humour, welcoming, kind, thoughtful, considerate, and non-judgmental. Above all, a gentleman. Very fitting that is remembered on the day before Remembrance Sunday, when we remember the sacrifices of the brave men and women that gave us the freedom that we all enjoy today. Rest in peace, Bruce, and thank you for your friendship." Yeah, I mean, what more can you say? Thank you for your friendship, Bruce. Absolutely. I mean, well said, Mark. Thank you for that. He was a true gentleman, and he loved his sport. He was actually, you say about Remembrance Sunday, he was actually an American independence Civil War reenactor. So he did that. He did that. That was another hobby of his. So he did
I vaguely
reenactments.
remember something about that, actually.
He did reenactments of the American Civil War. So that was another big hobby of his. So he fought for the American side, you know, and he's a true patriot, patriot of America, and yeah, he's an amazing man. And I love the way he used to say. He always said, "G-Shocks don't count," things like that, and he always said G-Shocks don't count, and his ultimate grail apparently was a JLC Gyrotopy Westminster chime, and then he loved Langer as well, and all watches. You know, he loved all watches. It wasn't just Rolex that he loved. Yeah, I mean,
I don't know if you remember that quote. I always remember his quote that I heard from him a good 2-3 times at least when he got that new Bluesy. He goes, "Every time I look down on it, it makes me smile."
Yep, I remember.
And you can actually feel it really must have given him so much joy each time he looks at the watch. Did he pick up a new bit of detail? Did something else kind of catch his eye, or did something remind him about the beauty of that watch? Just, oh boy.
Welcome, Orange Hand. How are you doing, my friend?
Doing well, Thomas. Good to see you. Can you hear me okay?
Good to see you. We can hear you fine, my friend. Good to see you as well, my friend, on this day. Yeah, how are you doing?
Absolutely. Good. I haven't seen ABC's icon or avatar in so long, and I just I put it in the chat, but I remember so vividly how you used to do your TGV impression and how it would have like Bruce go crazy laughing about it.
Squale.
It was really good.
Yeah, squale.
Squale 1521, you know, it's really iconic.
Awesome.
It's got history, and that blue sunburst style is just amazing.
Azzurro.
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 Capolavoro.
Amazing.
Yeah. So, what do you remember about Bruce Orange Hand? What were your memories of him?
You know, I just the positivity. I mean, I think everybody's kind of said it. Always, you know, welcome. Any stream that you were on, any chat that you know, you kind of got into, you know, Blueshirt would always just welcome everybody. Hey, good to see ya. I think the first time I chatted with him, it was like actually on Bill Sanders Sanders chat, not Archie's. And yeah, he was always there, always enthusiastic. I mean, he really just was a guy who just loved watches, right? And had his particular favorites. Over the years, I remember the Explorer 2 Polar that he was all pumped about when Tim Mosso did a wrist shot and put a wrist shot on his stream. So yeah, great guy.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Thomas, I don't know if you can see Showcase Watches is on the chat, and he was also a part of the quote unquote B team, which was me, Bruce, and Showcase, of course. And we were kind of Archie's second team whenever Clyde and Mark, Doc, whoever were not available. And yeah, just a big shout out to Showcase.
Yeah, big shout out, Showcase. Great to see you here. Great to see you in the chat. And I'll drop the link later on for you to join us. And it's great to see you. Yeah, any other memories, Orange Hand? Any other?
I remember him also liking a lot the Omega, the Speedmaster. I remember talking a lot with him about that.
Yeah.
Sometime that and the Explorer was like his favorite watches. I remember.
Yeah, I'll bring those up. I'll bring some of the watches that he had up. And did you have anything else to share, Orange Hand?
I remember that I tried to meet him in New York. I think it must be 2019 or something like that. But somehow we didn't met, and I met him in another way later.
Yeah.
Now, just out of curiosity regarding how patriot he is, the place where he's resting is very close to a very iconic place in US, to the Sagamore Hill, to the place where Theodore Roosevelt has his summer house. I think that was more than summer.
Yeah, he's buried in the family plot at Locust Valley Cemetery in New York, isn't he? And you actually visited him, didn't you, in his grave? So you've actually visited his grave and made a video of him, put it up on your channel. And that was lovely, Carlos, to see that. And it really was lovely to see that. I must admit, it was really nice to see that. And yeah, it's his birthday was on the 15th of September, and he was 58 before he passed, so he would have been 61 now. And he was a loving father and husband. His father to his daughter is about 18 now, and the husband to his wife, and yeah, he's a very caring gentleman, like Mark P said in that statement, and yeah. Did you have anything else to add, Orange Hand, briefly?
No, I mean, like other memories. I remember the first. I think it might have been the first time that he was invited to onto the Archie luxury stream, and Archie took off. I think he went. I don't know where he went, but he just like left Blueshirt by himself to kind of fill dead air on the stream for 10 or 15 minutes, and it was a blast. It was hilarious.
Oh, things don't change. Things don't change.
Yeah, I don't think I haven't watched an Archie stream. Is he still doing them every day?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh wow. Okay. Yeah, I haven't watched an Archie stream in well over a year. I've seen a couple of his reviews, but yeah. Well, good to know that they're still going. Is the rancher still around?
Yeah,
he is.
He is.
He doesn't do videos anymore, though.
No, he does. He occasionally does the odd what he calls Rebel Wilson stream, but yeah, he doesn't really do streams much, or he sometimes appears on Archie's. What Showcase got to say? Blueshirt was the guy who properly welcomed me to the community. He got me into the A3C3 live stream panel, and was just a lovely, genuine guy. Very sadly missed. Yeah, great Showcase. And you then spied off and did your own channel, which was great, and sorely missed your channel at the moment. I hope you take it on again. Good to see you, Chili Badger. Nice to see you. Good evening.
Hey, Chili.
Yeah, we got Doc BBW waiting in the background in the back. So did you want to say any more, Orange Hand?
Okay, I will let you.
No, Carlos, Doug. I wanted to just go through some watches with you.
Mm-hmm.
No, I go ahead, Thomas. I'm gonna leave the stream and kind of join the chat. So good chatting with everybody. Take care.
Thank you very much, Orange Hand. Pleasure to see you. Really nice. Thanks for joining.
Good to hear your voice.
Doc BBW, how are you doing, my friend?
I'm good. How are you guys doing?
Yeah, doing good, thanks.
Considering why we're here, but as ABC said, it's what Bruce would want. He'd want his friends together, you know.
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely.
You're right. Yeah, you're right.
I wanted to come on and just mention, because I've had this avatar for quite a while. Most people have no idea what it even means. I think we did this even before Blueshirt got his bluesy. He was just
Really
moving towards getting his bluesy, and I had just gotten a bluesy, and I'm like, man, go get it. So we're bluesy brothers, man. And then that's when I made the avatar. So really, the avatar is about Bruce.
Well, I just wanted to share a few of the watches that Bruce owned, and this was one, the Doxa. I mean, this is the Carlos watch, and this is the Doxa, the Doxa Nation and Doxa brothers Carlos got, and yeah, I mean, this is down to you, Carlos, the big influence on Doxa, and what have you got to say for yourself?
Yeah, it's a nice watch, and I think especially the blue one is especially
the
Nice.
Caribbean. He
Yeah.
Blueshirt loved he loved blue dials on watches.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Yeah, the thing in my case, I prefer more colorful and more bright, but yeah, definitely it's a very nice watch. Like the way you remember what happened with my watch. Do you remember that I originally ordered the 200 model, and it was the starting of the COVID pandemic, and somehow they managed to send me the wrong watch, and it was not possible to return it. Everything was closed, and they told me just keep that if you want, and if not, when we will be back online and okay, we will trade your watch if you want for the previous one. But yeah, it was. I am using it a lot. Not very useful the diving vessel for all dives like mine, but yeah, it's a very nice watch. Very nice watch, and yeah, and definitely a watch that is very special. Yeah, and Bruce really like it. I remember.
yeah, Doxer Brothers. Yeah,
Bruce had the turquoise one, right?
No, he had this on the Caribbean.
Oh, this one.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
one.
And Mark Goldberg
Yeah.
had the orange. He was Blueshirt was considering even picking up an orange for a while.
Really,
Yeah.
really.
Well, because he and Mark. Well, actually, he was a part of the WhatsApp group that Mark and Hisham Habib put together.
Right.
He was pretty active in that, and anytime they were posting their doxas together, then they'd kind of talk about getting the other one, because one has one and one has the other. So,
Yeah.
but they're nice.
So that was the Doxer. Hi, JCB. Good to see you, my friend.
Hey,
Good to
JCB.
see you. So that was the Doxer that he had, and then he also had a Speedmaster 1861, I believe, 1861, with the non-tapering bracelet. He loved this one. He was a big man on the moon. Man on the moon guy. And loved that. And then he had the watch, had the Tudor Pepsi, Diet Pepsi, as
Oh,
the
that's
rancher
right.
calls it.
I forgot he had that.
Yeah, he had the Diet Pepsi, as rancher calls it. And that was another watch he really liked. I think his wife gave that to his daughter. I'm not too sure. And then he had the one you've got, Mr. Turkey, the Rolex 214270, and he went on about this a lot with the T-Rex hands. This is the 39mm one.
Yep.
Very nice watch.
You love that one.
And he traded this in, and this, which is a beauty. Wore this every day, this one. The 216570 Explorer 2. Now that's just gorgeous. That inspired me to buy an Explorer 2. I've got the current Explorer 2. And yeah, it's just a stunner. I mean, it's inspired me to buy mine, and he wore that every day at work. He was he worked
Was it video conferencing or something like
video
that?
conference, an audio visual company. He worked at an audio visual company until COVID struck, and it got things got bad, and he, you know, there wasn't any lockdown, meant there wasn't any video conferencing, so he eventually got a job at Tourneau, selling Rolexes. But he traded the Explorer. He traded the Explorer 1 and this in for the one that we all know him for, which was, of course, the Bluesy. And yeah, I mean, we know him for this watch, and it's just beautiful. And we know him for his love of Rolex and the Bluesy Brothers, as Doc says.
Well, if he had a one and done, this could have been his one and done.
It was his one and done almost. He still had the Speedmaster and still had the Doxer, and yeah. But,
and don't get me wrong, he enjoyed his Doxa quite a lot. But I'm just saying, you know, if he was to be one and done, he could be very easily content with his Bluesy.
You're right, Doc. You're right. Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. This could definitely be a one and done. Yeah, it was, and he got one of the first in the country, for one of the first in the US.
One of the big things about Blueshirt is he was absolutely the opposite of greedy. So he could be very happy with other people's watches without any significant desire to have it for himself.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Yeah, true.
So as long as he had his Bluesy, he was pretty happy.
And I think, Doc, this Bluesy is the one watch where he many times articulated the joy that it gave him.
Right. Absolutely.
Obviously, he loved the other watches, but you can tell that watch just filled his heart. The way he described it, he used to talk about it.
In fact, Archie used to talk about being he was jealous of Blueshirt's contentment. You know, once he got it, once he got his Bluesy, he was satisfied.
Yeah, it was. He was very satisfied, and he got to enjoy it for the amount of time that he had left, you know, and he really did love it. Really did love it. And he died from an illness called glioblastoma, also known as glioblastoma multiforme, or GBM, which is the most aggressive type of tumor that arises in the brain, and is one of the most lethal forms of brain cancer. And I just want to drop a link to that, the Glioblastoma Foundation. It's the medium survival rate with glioblastoma. It's about 15 months or 3 to 6 months without treatment. And the Glioblastoma Foundation supports research and development of drug therapies. So donations will help the quality of life of people affected by this terrible condition. So we're not asking for super chats on this channel. If you do feel like you want to contribute anything, please, in the memory, you know, in the memory of Blueshirt, please feel free to donate something to the Glioblastoma Foundation for a positive cause, you know, and That'd be greatly appreciated, I know. And yeah, Mark P says he also loved the VC triple calendar a lot. That's true. That's true. That's true. Very true. So he went on, did his own channel, and did the Watch Talk with the Punters, and he did lots of reviews. He reviewed your collection, didn't he, Abdul?
Yeah, exactly.
You have the Eldor, the Begana, the Alpina, the Rolex Turnograph. To give to your mother, the John Perret, the Rolex Day just inherited from your grandfather, the Seiko 5, the German Jump Out watch, and the Zenith and Fado. But you've changed. You wanted to buy a new Seiko model as well, and every Seiko model, you say. You had 31 watches at the time, so, and 100 straps and Lovecraft dress watches. Has the collection changed quite a lot then since 3 years ago?
I think drastically changed.
It's amazing how that happens, isn't it?
Yeah, it is really. I remember back in the days when I used to always like communicate with Blueshirt or Bruce on the chat from different streams, and then with the collection, and then Watch Talk with the Punters, and looking at these times back then, I think he was one of the people that encouraged me to interact more with people, because that's a really nice guy, you know. That's like the word I could use that I think a lot of people also would use, really a gentleman, and yeah, and feel me always feel welcome, and I think that's one of the things that made me like the hobby even more.
Yeah.
And now my collection is totally different, concentrating on independent and dress watches more. The only Seiko I have is the one that I got from my father, as it was my first automatic watch, so that's a keeper for me.
But he did reviews for Alessandro from Spain, from Ben from the Watches and Wonders channel, Wonder Watches channel, sorry, 73 Math, Tennessee Mike, Penny from All Inner Movements channel, Eric the Hollander from Netherlands, Bobby Legs, Carlos, who did a review for you, Chris from the Watch Lounge, Rick Remiker, Rick on Watches, Bill Sanders, he did a review for him, and B-Dev. And Carlos, when you did your review, you said you don't consider yourself a collector. You buy watches to celebrate events, which was really nice. And you buy one for you and one for your wife, and he has a collection. You said that you wore a Timex and Casio to start off with, and a SWAT. You got married in a SWAT. And
yeah, that's true. That's true.
And you share your watches with your son, which was really nice.
Yeah, it's true. I do not consider myself a collector, and my collection is pretty much basically the same. That time I purchased, as an occasion, by the way, the silver Tudor.
Did you buy it now? The rancher, I think it was saying that you needed to buy the Tudor 925 for your 25th anniversary, wedding anniversary. Yeah. Did you buy the 925 for your 25th wedding anniversary? Because he said on that stream, on the Watch Talk with the Punter stream, that you should buy the 925 for your 25th wedding anniversary. Did you?
No, in fact, we purchased a boat instead of a watch.
Brilliant.
But it happened. By the way, my grandmother passed away. He gave me some money, and just as a way to remember her. Yeah, you know how it is. How is it? Since the watch came out, I really like it. I really like silver. For example, I am collector of a very specific silver coins, but that is a collection. That basically I am collecting a coin of every king of Spain and previous of being Spain of Castilla, a silver coin of each of one. And yeah, definitely since then I purchased that. And yeah, and I purchased also the Casio Rubik's Cube, because also I like to solve the Rubik's Cube, and I purchased that. And that's all. I purchased also, as I was on the street, the Omega Swatch, but really I didn't like it, and I just give it give it to someone, yeah, and that's it. That's it. Recently, I am tempted by the new Speedmaster with white dial. I am tempted, and maybe
Yeah.
if I find the occasion to justify it, maybe I will purchase it. But I have the feeling that I have too many watches, and most of them I don't wear them.
Have you ever
Yeah.
tried a Speedmaster or Speedmaster Professional?
I've tried, but basically I really like the bright colors, and yeah, the thing, yeah, is a watch that I like.
Yeah, you had the gorgeous Breguet Marine and the
Yeah.
Day Date 40 and the Rolex Explorer, and of course the Doxer. But you had fun watches like the Charlie Brown Peanuts watch and the Snoopy and Woodstock Timex. And I just want to say, is anybody willing to make way for another guest?
Yeah, I'll jump off. Thanks for having me
that's
on.
fine. Thanks,
And I just want to
ABC.
say one last thing before I go, if I may. Thanks.
Yeah.
You know, obviously, when someone passes, a lot of people say, "Oh, they will be remembered." I think, you know, we can safely say he is still remembered and missed.
Absolutely, ABC.
Yep.
Thank you very much for that. Yeah, definitely.
Peace out, everyone.
Take care.
it easy, ABC.
See you, ABC.
Take care.
Okay.
Bye bye.
The other change that I had is that I gift as a graduation gift to my son my Rolex date. The day just 36. I gave him by the way, it should be around. I am at his apartment now. The watch
Would
will
you-
be around.
Would you mind dropping off, Doc? We just got
Sure.
someone
I
else.
can drop off as well if there's someone else there.
Sure, yeah.
But thanks for having
Thanks.
me, guys.
Thanks a lot. Thank you very much for your contribution. It's much
Thanks for having me.
appreciated. Thank you.
I will be the next to drop. because
Okay, Carlos, if you want to drop, we've got someone else waiting.
Hey.
Yeah.
There is someone waiting.
Yeah.
Hi, JC.
Okay,
Hi, guys.
then bye-bye. Nice to
Thank you,
meet you.
Carlos.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Bye bye, Carlos.
Have a good
Take
day.
care.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
I'm not on my own computer. Can you guys hear me all right? Everything?
We can hear you, Bill.
Yeah,
We've got
we can hear you
Dr.
good.
Bill Sanders, and we've got JCB, and we've got Dissers.
Hey,
Great
fellas.
to see you.
Hi. I'm on the way
Hi.
to the Grand Prix horology they've been out. And Thomas had contacted me earlier today and wanted to know if I could come to something to join you for I don't know what you'd call it, the sort of a creation or a tribute to Bruce.
Yeah.
And he was the guy that is best known for his love of Rolexes. But at one of the watch time shows that he and I and Adam were together, and we were just sort of hanging out at. So it's, you know how they have those little tables there that, you know, I mean really little, and people can gather around them. So we did that with Stephen Forsay, and had one of the best conversations I've ever had, and it had nothing to do with Rolex. It was just pure horology, and it was nothing against Rolex. We were just sort of, yeah, that's it. And you know, it was just a nice conversation. And Bruce seemed to be the kind of guy that gives Rolex actually a good name. I think he enjoyed horology. He enjoyed the horology of Rolex especially. But, you know, to me, that's as good as any watch. Given the sense that I don't have a lick of sense when it comes to buying watches, the Rolex or any others as good as the other. But hanging out with Bruce was always fun.
Yeah, I mean, this is Watch Time New York 2019, and I remember him saying that he tried on a Blancpain Barracuda, and Tim Mosso was there. And I think if I've got the right picture, I'll just there he is with Tim Mosso at Watch Time 2019. So that was the he made his idol, and great to meet Tim Mosso. That was in 2019. So wow, that's 5 years ago. So you had great times together. He loved Watch Time New York, didn't he, Bill? And,
yeah.
He loved going there, and he loved the camaraderie and the Friday night champagne night. He loved meeting everyone, meeting the brand, socializing, meeting the people, seeing the watches, meeting you, going with yourself, and just having a great time as you did together. And he used to go every year to Watch Time New York. And,
he was. It was a lot of fun being with Bruce. Anyway, guys, Thomas, I wish I could stay longer, but we've got reservations for dinner. It's my wife's birthday, so I'm going to have to scoot.
Oh,
but I did want to stop by, and I don't
Bill.
have my computer is not available, so I use. So this is
Bill.
from my
iPhone.
iPhone. Thanks for having me, and take care.
Take care, Dr.
Have a great one, Bill.
See you, Bill. See you, Bill. Yeah, that photo of Blueshirt and Tim was cool, because I was actually going to say, like, the time that I met all you guys, Thomas and Blueshirt and all the OGs, you know, Mark P, Orange Hand, Will Rizzo, JJ, you know, a lot of the guys that are here in the chat, was actually when Tim Mosso started live streaming way back, like 6-7 years ago now, on his show. It was called Watches Live, if you remember, I think the first time. And I don't know how this ragtag bunch of people, we all sort of just somehow we sort of ended up there. And then every week, like weekly, we would just sort of meet up and, you know, say good day to each other. And, you know, this friendship just sort of started from there. And, you know, it got to you know, I was sort of getting close to all you guys, not close personally, but just in the fact of, you know, in the sense of having a community of like-minded people getting together each week. It was awesome. You know, it was really, really cool. And Blueshirt was the guy who, you know, he was a guy when anyone was new into the chat and they would say hello, he would welcome them and bring them all in. He was just such a cool guy. It was just it was the main dude, man. He was without doubt.
Absolutely,
he was the main guy in the community. Made everyone feel welcome, and that's that's the thing. And I just wanted to hop on quickly just to share a quick story, and then I'll scoot off and get to my Sunday morning here in Melbourne. When I sort of started, I was doing a live stream as well during bloody COVID lockdowns when we were all locked in our houses and so on. And that was something, a little outlet for me to do. And at that time, me and Blueshirt were pretty close as well. He jumped on my stream sometimes, and I would jump on your guys' stream, Thomas, and that was really cool. Because of my stream was on at late at night. It was sort of my time. It was about 9 o'clock, but it used to be early in the morning where Blueshirt was. Like it was in Eastern time. I think it might have been 6 in the morning or something like that. And then like he would turn up in the chat. Like it'd be early for him, right? And I remember someone saying in the chat, "Oh, hey, Blueshirt, like it's 6 o'clock where you are. You should be asleep right now." And his reply was, "Nah, man, I've got to support JCB. I'm here to support my friend." You know what I mean? That I think exemplifies Blueshirt as a dude. Like that was, if you were his friend, which was pretty easy to be, all you had to do was say hello to him in the chat, and it was your friend, right?
Yeah.
I'm not saying we weren't besties or anything, but that's like if he was your friend and he would be there for you. He was, that's the sort of guy he was. So I just thought that story in itself just sort of exemplified the sort of dude that he was. He was just, once you're his friend, he was there, and he did that for heaps of people, like Abdul's channel or whoever was his friend. He would be there in the chat, and he would be there supporting. Like that's just what he did. He was just that sort of guy, and I always respect him and remember him for that. And even though we weren't, I didn't know much about him, his personal life, or him as a person, but I still felt really close to him. If that in a weird way, I know that sounds weird, but we just had this mutual respect. And whenever we would jump on a stream, it'd be, "Hey, Blueshirt," it'd be, "Hey, GCB, how you been?" And that's the sort of guy he was. And I mean, you can see all the guys in the chat. Junior, Rick, Mark P. He was the glue that held us together, 100%. He was the guy. Everyone said hello to Blueshirt, and he said hello to everyone. And it was a really cool time that we had this really cool community for a really long time. We still do, obviously, but just wanted to just jump on and just pay my respect to the man. He was the man. He was the main man.
He was.
I really miss seeing him in the chat. I really miss seeing that guy in the chat. Because it was a great thing. I used to look forward to going in the chat and saying hi to Blueshirt, and him saying hi to everyone, and it was just a cool time when he was around.
Yeah. Welcome, Rick Remiker and Dis. How are you? Thank you for that, JCB. That was lovely.
No, I'm going to jump off. I'm going to have my coffee, and I'll be listening to you guys in the background. And
thank you.
Great to see everyone here on the panel and in the chat. Much respect and much love to all you guys. We've sort of kept our relationship and friendships and stuff going over the years. It's been really cool.
Yeah.
So peace out.
Definitely.
Thanks a lot, JCB.
See you, buddy.
If I can, I want to follow up on JCB first. Hello to everybody, chat and panel. It's good to see familiar faces and non-familiar faces. Lots of OGs that were here long before I came. I joined the community back in August 2021. I came on Archie's stream. I was a little bit out at that time. I was going through some manic episode, and a month later, I was going through some harsh time. I was on a stream on my own channel, and Bruce joined the panel. And when the video popped up, he was on an hospital bed. He was in the hospital. So I told him, "Hi, Jason." I told him, "Please don't go rest. Don't be on the stream. I mean, I appreciate you wanting to be here, but." And he insisted, and he remained for a few minutes. We talked watches, we talked about what we were going through, and for me, that, like JCB said, it specifies what type of person he was. If you saw somebody, he had empathy. He really genuinely cared about people, and I think that this type of kindness and approach to life is something we all need, especially today. I'm honored to have known him and blessed him.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Dis. Yeah. You too, right? Rick, how are you doing?
Hey, Thomas. Hi, everybody. This is always a emotional time of the year. So, Thomas, I appreciate you kind of keeping Bruce's memory going for all of us. I mean, he was so impactful to me, to all of us, really. I mean, you know, an early pioneer in all of this, certainly in my collecting journey. And, you know, it gnaws at me when bad things happen to the best people.
Yeah.
And, you know, I mean, I put the comment in there. I mean, Bruce, you couldn't meet a nicer guy. And I never, many of you didn't ever meet him in person, but, you know, certainly felt that way just based on all the online interactions and everything that we did. I mean, you know, I remember fondly, I looked forward to, you know, I think in the US it was, you know, late Sunday morning, 11 o'clock or noon, that you know, you do the collection reviews and things. And I watched those for months and months and months. And then finally, Bruce reached out and wanted to do a collection review for me. And God, he couldn't have been more gracious and more professional. And, you know, I was honored. I mean, I had kept a pretty low profile. I mean, I went on to do, you know, some other stuff with Tommaso and you know, some other things later, years later. But Bruce was really the first time I think I ever did anything live on social media where I did any type of a review of my collection at the time. And, you know, it didn't, you know, with Bruce, it didn't matter whether you're collecting G-Shocks or you're collecting Patek Philippe. Watches were interesting, and your collection was interesting. And, you know, there was just never a bad thing to say about anybody. And, you know, I think kind of where things have, you know, gone today, you know, I look back on those days fondly because it was just a friendlier, more genteel time, where I think there was just you know, everybody was a little bit more tolerant and nice and cordial. And, you know, I absolutely miss that a great deal. And it's just, it's so sad, Thomas. I mean, but I appreciate you keeping his memory alive. And I always think about, I often think about how his wife is doing. And so unfortunate.
Yeah. I remember you doing a collection review called Watches and Wow, with Rick Remiker, and it was mind blowing. You came on with 40 watches, I think, or more, maybe 44, I think, and it was amazing. I think it's got the most views, 1,300 views on the Watch Talk with the Bunters channel. So it's the most views on the channel, and it was mind blowing. It was watch after banger after banger after banger after banger of watch, and you've gone on that 3 years later to consolidate and then grow and then consolidate and grow and mature the collection and mature the collection and tailor it to different niches, haven't you? And it's grown to a different level now, hasn't it?
It's I mean, I think we all go through that. You sort of grow the collection, and then you pare it back, and, you know, you do some trades and some sales, and then you acquire again. And you know, it's interesting. But, you know, Bruce made that so easy. I mean, it was just such a comfortable, easy discussion to have with all of you, and I enjoyed sharing it. And I'm amazed that it got so much so many views. And you know, because it's really just like sitting around, like all of us get together with watch friends. It was just, you know, just sitting around talking to people, and it couldn't have been more comfortable, really.
Yeah. Shout out to Flipping Zippo, is a cornerstone of all this. Great to see you in the chat tonight, Flipping. Great to see you, my friend. Yeah, he made it so easy, didn't he? He was so approachable, so welcoming, so made things so easy for people. He was just such an open person.
You know, Thomas, I remember being very excited for him you know, I don't know all the history and, you know, everything that he did professionally, but, you know, I don't think he was heavily involved professionally in the watch industry. But I think, you know, at the very end, he ended up working for, you know, Tourneau, or, you know, a large authorized dealer. And I just remember how excited I was for him, you know, to be able to live your passion, you know, to work in your hobby. I mean, how cool is that?
It was a hard job for him. It was traveling to work and standing up all day, but he loved it. He's selling his favorite brand, selling Rolex to people, you know. And I remember when he used to get new watches into the store, and he used to send me photos of the watches that he got, you know. Oh, we've just got this new date, or oh, we've just got this new Daytona for sale. And he used to send me photos of them, and he's so excited and he loved it. You're right, yeah. It's your passion to sell, working with your passion. It's you're right, Rick. Yeah. Absolutely wonderful.
Hey, I will jump off, make room for others that want to jump in, but I will watch the stream and listen to all of you. So thanks again.
Thank you for joining us, Rick. That's wonderful.
Thanks, Rick.
Jason,
Rick.
great. Thank you, Rick. Thank you very much for joining us.
Quickly, I'll jump up as well. Thank you, Thomas, and everyone for doing this. This in our time. See you. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Tiz.
Have a great one.
Peace. Jason, Design Atelier, welcome. How are you? I remember you making the wonderful. I remember you making the wonderful tribute video that you did for Bruce, and that was such a nice little video that you made. It was a beautiful video. That was. Everybody loved it. I mean, how are you doing? Are you doing all right?
Yeah, I'm just on the road. I hope you guys can hear me okay, right?
Yeah, we can hear you fine.
Yeah, I'm just hopping in for a short stream, and I just wanted to express how much the positivity really affected all of us, it seems. Rick kind of mentioned it already. Bruce's positivity towards everybody, or towards, at least for me, and when I began with this YouTube thing, he was always present with the comment section, and he always was honest, but he's always positive at the same time. So I think that's a breath of fresh air that, especially now, if you juxtapose it to the landscape of YouTube watch fandom, or even the scene right now in YouTube, it's kind of different, where everybody's asking for like blunt and negativity just to be honest, but you don't have to be negative to be honest. I think that's always been something that affected me, and that's why I always focus on design, because I could find something positive in every design, no matter what people would say with how the watch was built. But all of that is subjective anyway. But going back to Bruce, Bruce is always finds a way to be positive no matter what. And I don't know him personally to be upfront there, but from what I read from my comments, I mean, imagine for someone who had like 5,000 subscribers back in the time, somebody's always there commenting on all of my videos. That means a lot to me, and I would always say that I'm not where I am right now if it weren't for the people that helped me get there, and Bruce is one of them. And I'm happy that you guys are doing this 3 years in. He passed away. So it really shows near and dear to many people. And I'm really, really happy that you guys did this. Really wanted to hop on as quickly as possible. I finally found a Wi-Fi spot to stream at the very least. So that's my take on it. And I wanted to just really hop on really quick so that I could be part of this celebration. I call it celebration, guys.
It is a celebration, Jason. You're right.
Celebration of a positive person, a person who has affected many people's lives. And that's how we all want to strive to be. At least that's what I think, you know?
Yeah. A celebration of a friend. A pillar of the community. Yeah. Yeah, you're
All
right
right,
there, Jason.
Thomas, thank you so much. Thanks for
Thank
inviting.
you for joining us, Jason. Thank you so much.
Have a great one,
Keep it
Jason.
up, guys. Keep it up.
See you,
Bruce.
Jason.
All right.
Take care of yourself. Look after yourself.
All right.
Thank you. Peace. Junior Johnson, how are you doing, my
Hi,
friend?
Junior Johnson. How are you?
Hey.
Hey guys. Yeah, I had to be here, celebrate Blueshirt.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, what have we got to say about the good man himself?
Well, if it wasn't for him and you, I probably wouldn't be a part of this community. And so I'm just glad to be here, guys.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean,
yeah, I had made plans to meet him at Watch Time New York 2019, and then we got the message that he was sick.
Yeah, he was a welcoming person who encouraged everyone to be part of the community and be part of the watch scene and have no not to be scared of joining in and and laying their guard down because he was so nice, because he was so kind. Like Tennessee Mike used to say when we reviewed Tennessee Mike's collection, Tennessee Mike's catchphrase was "Stay positive, make friends, and enjoy the journey." And that applied to Bruce as well, really. Stay positive, make friends, and enjoy the journey. I mean, absolutely. It's just I can't think of a better phrase to say, but that's exactly what Bruce encouraged. He encouraged people to make friends, be positive, and just enjoy your watches. And yeah, I mean, you've done that, Junior. You've done that yourself, haven't you? You've enjoyed your watches. You've grown. You blossomed as a character. You would never have come on a stream before. You've come on now, and here you are. Sort of reminiscing about our good friend, and it's really nice.
Yeah, I appreciate it, Thomas. This has been a big part of my life, the watch community and watch collecting and getting to know everybody. It's been great.
Yeah, absolutely. And thanks to Neo, NS Something, and Flipping Zippo. In the past, we had the Flipping Zippo Sunday show. We had the Watch Talk with the Punter Sunday show. And it was a great group of friends. So we just had a little thing. I'm trying to carry on his how do I phrase it? His legacy in the Escapement Show, and so I'm trying to sort of carry that on. And it's just great. I think it's great to get all these people together. Mr. Turkey, Abdul, yourself, all the guests that we've had on tonight. It's just been a celebration, as Jason Designer Celia said. It's a celebration of Bruce's life. It's I can't think of a better way to phrase it. It's yeah, as JCB's giving you props, Junior, much respect.
My boy JCB.
You got your friends here.
Yeah, I appreciate it too.
Yeah, much respect, Junior. Always, your support is always. I notice it and really one of the things I always find. Your comments or my videos are always try to reply as soon as possible.
Hey, it was great seeing you guys. I got to bug out, but Thomas, thank you for doing this.
Hey, Mr. Turkey, thank you
awesome.
so much for joining us. Thank you so much. It's great to finally put a face to the name. You're an absolute legend in the YouTube streamer sphere, in the chat sphere. It's so nice that you could have joined us today.
Thanks again.
Thank you so much for joining us. It's been a pleasure.
All right.
Yeah, thank
Take
you.
care.
Thank you.
Bye.
Take care, my friend. Yeah. So yeah, if anybody else fancies jumping on, I'll drop the link. So yeah, if anybody else jumping on, I'll drop the link. You got a bit of feedback, I think, Junie, on your computer.
Yeah, I just turned it down, buddy. I'm gonna go though, and thanks for having me on. Thanks for the friendship. It's great to see everybody.
Yeah.
Great to see you, Junior.
See you guys.
See you.
Yeah, Dodger's saying, good evening, gentlemen. Blueshirt and Thomas, my introduction to this community. Blueshirt was a true gentleman and very missed today. Absolutely. And dear Artifact, good to see you in the chat, my friend. Blueshirt will never be forgotten. Absolutely, my friend. Well said. Yeah. Have you got anything else to add, Abdul?
No, I'm just like GCB was saying, used to when Tim also created this show of his, always
Was
was
that
like
on Watches Tonight? Was that on What You Want? Were they the What You Want days?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's correct. And I always loved sending them or sending him the wrist shots, and always communicating with the people in the chat was like a ritual, and it became like GCB was saying also, like you felt like camaraderie with the people in the chat somehow, even though you didn't see them, but you felt somehow connection to them. And afterwards with the watch talk with the punters and the live streams afterwards, just some people, when you have them in your watch collecting journey, I think they do a big positive impact, and Bruce was one of them, I think. And really he's missed, and it shows today how big of an impact, a positive impact he did on the watch community,
definitely.
I think.
Definitely. Yeah. I've just dropped the link again for the Glioblastoma Foundation, which is the type of tumor that Bruce died from. If you want to donate anything to that charity, it's a great cause, which is dear to my heart and to his family's heart. And we're not asking for super chats on this show, but if you want to donate to a charity for his anniversary, that's up to you, but no pressure. Yeah, I'll just bring up a couple more photos of Bruce, and let's have a look. We talked about Rangers and Rolex, and Bruce is a big New York Rangers fan, ice hockey. And yeah, here he is in his Rangers outfit, going to see them at Madison Square Garden. And yeah, he's a big ice hockey fan. And I don't know whether they're doing that well at the moment, the New York Rangers, unfortunately. But yeah, they'd be my team. if I was a New Yorker. There's the Islanders and the Rangers, and there's him with his loving wife, enjoying good times, as you can see. And this is one of Bruce meeting one of his heroes, a Hall of Famer called Henrik Lundqvist. Who was the goalie for the New York Rangers. And yeah, just, I mean, you can see him there. He had two loves, watches and ice hockey. And they were his loves. And I'll just seem to coming to the tail end of the show. So nobody seems to be wanting to jump on. I'll give it another 5 minutes, say, and if anybody wants to, we can jump on. But I'd just like to say thank you so much to everyone who hopped on the show to share their thoughts. Mr. Turkey, This, Junior, Rick Remiker, Dr. Bill Sanders, Dr. BBW, ABC, This, I think. Did I mention him?
Carlos Junior, GCB.
Junior Johnson, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyone
Carlos.
I missed that? Orange Hand.
Orange Hand. ABC, yeah.
Yeah, all of you. Yeah, it's been a great celebration.
Yeah, I think Jason did it, articulated really well. Celebration of his impact on us, and it's really good that we do that. And thank you, Tom, for organizing the stream, and really thanks everybody for joining in the chat and hopping on, and really showing how a positive impact Bruce had on our watch collecting experience, let's say.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll just take us out then with my the only bit of audio I have left of Bruce, which is a little compilation that Neo put together, which I started off with, but I'll play the full bit of it. I'll just turn up my volume. My mistake.
We're live. Welcome to another episode of Watch Talk with the Punters. My name's Blueshirt. Welcome back, everybody. It's been a while, but we're back. For those of you who are new, this is Sunday with the Punters, and you'll find no experts or gurus here. This is just six friends talking about watches. And you've got the handsome devil behind the controls, flipping Zippo. Yeah. Thomas Burnett over in England. And that's something up in Canada, and Neo. And then the sixth friend is you guys. You guys are an integral part of the show, so to just sit back and relax, and we'll talk some watches. Everybody's more than welcome. So please, every so often, please flip and post the link in the chat for anybody to come on. All right. Just want to say hello to some people, all of our friends in the chat. There's a Six Killer, our good friend Geezer, welcome. L29, MJT, Clam Walker, what's up, Clam? Please say hello to Lucian. Brent, Bobby Legs, Amin is in there. Hello, guys. Peter C, Mark P, Risk Ross. Hello, everybody. Good to see you. Orange Hand. Always good to see you, my friend. The Hollander, welcome. Hands, Knees, and Toes. The HBA, Underachieving Watch Collector. Dan Tillerman. Lexter Dexter, thank you for joining us. Showcase Watches. Hey, James. I think I pretty much got everybody so far. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. Turkey Vulture. What's up, pal? And Carlos, my friend, or my Doxa brother from Panama. How are you, Carlos? Good to see you. Penny from All in Her Movement. Welcome, Penny. Junior Johnson. Always good to see you, my friend. Thank you for joining us. Wilson, Mason 1, McLovin, Joe 90, BDev, Vintage Rolex Watch Consulting Services, Abdul, another good friend of ours. Good to see you. Checking in from Germany. Forbin Colossus, Chaz from the Berg is listening in while he's driving. Watch yourself. I think I covered everybody. Oh, Neville Grimshaw, Chip Gage. What's up, guys? Tennessee Mike, thank you for joining us. What's up, Watches and Giggles? You did a nice job on Clive stream. I just watched that this morning. Williams Watches, good to see you, my friend. Hey, GMT Master, thanks for dropping by. Good to see everybody. Thank you for joining us. We got Oil Money Watches, Rosa, hey, 73 MAF, how are you? Hey, Matthew. Let me just say hello to Manor Joseph, Jeb, Alejandro. Thank you for joining us. William Rizzo, Golden Baba, Logan Hall. What's up, man? So glad everybody could make it. We always got a good group here. Detroit Spartan, Rajiv, Smoke, Mr. Perpetual, EP, 90 Knots, our good longtime friend Howdy from Texas, Bud the Stud Donald, Chris from the Watch Lounge. Welcome, everybody. Marco, congratulations on the new Submariner. We've got Michelle. Who else do we have in here? JJ Lecoute, welcome. Lee Jasek, Ken Spear, and Dr. Bill Sanders, welcome. Thank you for joining us, Bill. Bobby Smith, Sanjay, Wolfgang, Fries with Mayo, Tim Queenan, Curtis, Jeffrey Deach. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. You guys are piling in, and we really appreciate you tuning us in. Simucon Reviews. And we got Dodger, Salty Paul, Shot in the Dark, and Clocks and Clocks. Welcome, guys. Welcome, everybody. Bridge Buddy, as a good one, pal. And prayers to Rick Bremaker. Rick on Watches, welcome. Slatsman, Mr. C, $1. Just Steve Folk, Ron the Shrink, Paul M. What's up, pal? Daniel, Alex. And I think I covered everybody. Oh, Pontiff. Pontiff. He's like a really nice guy. You know, he's always loved the hobby. He's a nice guy. He doesn't say anything bad about anyone. Just a nice guy. You know, very nice guy. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. Clive the Watch Wrangler, aka the Rancher, joining us as well, and Mark Goldberg, host of Mark Vlogs Watches, aka the Dog Trainer. Blueshirt. That's awesome. All our friends are here. Good to see all you guys and everybody else in here. Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining us again. This could be an interesting episode.
Yeah, beautiful to hear his voice, isn't it? I mean,
yeah,
what a wonderful way to end the stream. So, on that note, I think it's time to end the stream, guys. So, yeah, Madman, as Madman says, love hearing Blueshirt Brothers' voice again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely brings a lot of memories back.
The golden age of watch YouTube, absolutely orange hand.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So thank you very much, everyone, for joining us, and hope you enjoyed that stream. 3 years has gone by since this man on the screen passed, and we all miss him dearly, as everyone has said on the stream tonight. He was a pillar of the community, a rock, and yeah, been missed by everyone. So I'd just like to say thank you for everyone. Thank you to everyone who appeared on the panel tonight, and we'll just have to say have a great rest of your weekend, everyone. Take care. Peace out.
Take care, everyone.
Thank you very much, Abdul.
Thanks, Thomas, for
See you soon.
the stream, really, and thanks everybody for in the chat and the people who jumped. It really brought a lot of memories back, and yeah, we should keep this memory alive and celebrate it, like Jason was saying. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, take care, everyone, and we'll see you in the next one. Take care.